and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Kaylee, and today's class is a feel good slow flow. So, this class will be very chill, very low key, perfect for those days that you feel low energy or are a little bit sore from another workout and want to get a good stretch in. This is very suitable for beginners, and we aren't going to do a lot of standing today. So, we'll do a lot of floor-based mat work, and again, just a really good full body stretch. I'm super excited for this class, and I hope you are too. But if you are looking for a strong yoga flow, this one is definitely not it. I have many on my page. You can go check out if that's what you like. Couple things before we start. I'm teaching a retreat next month, April 20th to 24th in Baja, and there are a few spots left. So if you would like to come, I would absolutely love that. I would put some info down below, and I have an app called the Glow Method available both on iOS and Google Play. So if you would like to try, 7-day free trial. We don't need any equipment for this class unless you like a block or a strap. You can go ahead and grab those. They could be helpful. And there's a Spotify playlist if you like music while we flow as well. All right, let's get started on our back today. So you can face the top of your mat. Walk your feet forwards. The knees are bent. Reach the fingers forward. Sit up really tall. Lengthen through the spine. And then slow lower all the way down onto the back. Once you arrive, find a Shavasana shape so you can straighten the legs out. Let the toes turn out towards the sides and arms rest by the sides, palms face up. Close the eyes. Start to get heavy in the body. And use the first few moments of class to simply arrive on your mat. Letting go of anything that is going on in your daily life. And knowing that you already took the time out of your day to do something for you. So, can you make the most of it and stay present? Stay here for the next 30 minutes or so. Maybe you start to deepen the breath, feeling the expansion of the belly on your inhalation, and that sinking in feeling on the exhalation, letting your body get even heavier. You could sigh out of the mouth a few times if that helps to clear any space or energy in the body. And begin to notice as you focus on your breath, you are drawn into the present moment. So as you follow your inhalation and your exhalation, all of those lingering thoughts start to fade into the background. And know that our breath will carry us through this class and any class that we take. It is always there to come back to, and it is always there to help get you deeper into a shape. If you would like to take Ujjayi breath, slight constriction at the back of the throat, making the breath audible, that is an option and recommended, but if for any reason it doesn't work in your body, that is totally okay. Let's take a clearing breath together. Big breath in. Long sigh out. You can start to wiggle fingers and toes, just like you would waking up from a Shavasana at the end of class. And then sweep the arms overhead. Eyes can stay closed here. Interlace the fingers, point the toes, press the palms away from the crown of the head as you lengthen through the whole front side of the body. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So to draw the knees into the chest, you can go one at a time. Hands stay interlaced to come onto the shins and rock side to side. Starting to massage the low back, the sacrum, tailbone. Maybe make some circles. You could part the hands and part the knees, opening up the hips a bit. Let this feel good in your body and know that your body is unique from anyone else's. So if you're doing something different than I am and it feels good for you, that is exactly where you are meant to be. Come back to stillness when you are ready. Drop the feet down to the mat, hands down by the sides. Feet are about hips width. Spread the toes wide. At this point, you can blink the eyes open if you need to, but I encourage you to keep them closed and stay inward here. Spread the toes, spread the fingers, press all four corners of the feet into the mat. We'll roll up into a bridge a few times. So articulating this movement in the spine, start to lift from the tailbone, the sacrum, the low back, the mid back, and all the way up to the upper back. Squeezing for a moment at the top, and then reverse that on the way down. Upper back, mid back, low back, sacrum, tailbone. Again, lifting one vertebra at a time, super slow. And if you start to feel any pain in the knees, you can walk your feet forward any amount. That will lessen the angle on the knee joint. So if you have pretty tight quads, it might be straining the ligaments and tendons in your knees. So a simple fix just to walk the feet forward and lessen that angle. Couple more. And as we articulate this movement, start to notice how the body feels today. Maybe you're feeling a little bit tight. Maybe you feel pretty good. Maybe your muscles are sore. Whatever it is, take that into account. Observe it as you move. And know that there's always an adjustment. So even if you can get into a certain shape, usually, and you can't today, that is okay. It just means your body needs a little rest. And knowing that you are the one who knows your body best, so you will always know how to modify. Holding at the top the next time you're there, start to walk the hands in underneath you to interlace the fingers. Roll onto your shoulders one at a time, lifting into your full bridge, squeezing shoulder blades together, pressing the heart up to the sky. Knit the low ribs in and then drive through the feet to lift even higher. Breathing here, opening up through the front side of the body and starting to warm up through the legs. Press down through all four corners of the feet. Toes are light on the mat. Maybe eyes are still closed. Finding your breath. And then release the fingers down by the sides, palms flat on the mat. Walk your left foot in towards center, and then start to lift your right leg straight up to the sky. Can you keep your hips lifted? Maybe you blink the eyes open at this point. Push into your left foot, take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Start to point and flex the toes a few times. If you need to lower down onto your hips, that is okay. And then keep a flexed foot, so heel reaching to the sky, leg super straight. Take a deep breath in. On your breath out, cross your right leg over your left and then push your right knee down towards the floor. Breathing in. On your breath out, drop to the hips. Keep the figure four shape. Landing down on the pelvis. From here, you can take your right hand to your right knee and manually push the right knee forward, as long as the hips stay square. So if you're compensating by dropping the right hip as well, readjust. You can take your left hand to your right hip just to be sure that it's still in line with the left, and then resist, pressing the right knee forward, opening up through the hip. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're going to take it up onto our forearms from here. So right hand goes back down. Try to keep pressing your right knee forward. Press into the forearms. Maybe you walk your left foot forward just to get into it, and then lift up onto the forearms. So we're going to exaggerate the opening in the chest as we open the right hip. Elbows underneath shoulders, squeeze them in towards the midline, and then once you're there, you can walk your left foot in as close as you can to the body to deepen the stretch. Again, manually or not manually, with energetically pushing the right knee forward. There we go. To open and deepen the stretch. So we start with that manual press forward with the hand, just so we know how it feels. And then you have that energetic press forward where it's micro movements and adjustments in the body to open up through that muscle group. Continue to breathe. Continue to press into the elbows to broaden through the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And then from here, start to drop the knees over to the left. They'll come all the way down as long as that feels good in your body, and then start to press up one hand and then the other. We're in a seat. Right hand stays where it is. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Exhale to twist over to the right. Hook your left elbow, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe gaze can go over the right shoulder to deepen the twist to your full potential. When you're ready, unwind. Start to lean back, uncross the legs, and then come all the way back down onto your back. Arms down by the sides. Walk the feet in about hips width. Spread the fingers wide. Just one time, inhale, articulate the movement, lifting all the way up to your bridge, and then walk the hands towards center, and release the fingers and roll onto your shoulders. Squeezing your shoulder blades together, spread the toes wide, and press all four corners of the feet into the mat. Breathing here for a moment, finding this openness in the chest. And then release the fingers, plant the hands down by the sides, walk the right foot in one step. Inhale to lift your left leg to the sky. Straightening through the left leg, and then flex and point the left foot. Stretching through the calf and the front of the shin. Continuing to press into the right foot. If you need to drop the hips, that is an option. Keep the left foot flexed. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, cross left knee over right. Again, pressing left knee down towards the mat, and then start to slowly lower onto the hips. From here, left hand to left thigh, manually pressing forward. Again, keeping the hips square, the spine in neutral, core engaged. Left foot is flexed to protect the left knee joint. And then release the hands down to the mat. We'll lift up onto the forearms. So maybe walking your right foot forward for space, pushing yourself up onto the forearms. And then once you're there, walking the right foot in as much as you can. Energetically pressing left knee forward, flexing the toes. Look at your hips. Make sure they're still in one line. Breathing. Continue to squeeze shoulder blades together to open up through the chest. And then start to drop legs all the way over to the right. Left foot will land and then press up onto the hands. Left hand stays by left hip. Right arm lifts to the sky. Take a big breath in. On your breath out, twist and gaze over your left shoulder. Sit up really tall here. Breathing in and breathing out. Unwind from your twist, plant the hands behind you, and then step your left foot next to your right for Baddha Konasana. Sit up tall, and again, start to energetically press the knees down towards the ground. Spine is long, shoulders pulling in towards the midline. You can grab for the edges of the feet, base of the big toe, whatever feels good in your body. And we'll just sit up tall, drawing the knees down towards the ground. If this feels pretty good and you want to go further, you can start to hinge forward at the hips. Elbows can drop to the tops of the thighs or the insides of the thighs, and you can use them to manually press the thighs downward. Keeping a long spine here. If you notice a big round in the upper back, maybe come up a little bit. Continue to squeeze shoulder blades together. Think a little bit of up dog in the chest. Feels so good on my tight inner thighs. When you're ready, come back up, release the hands. You can cross the ankles to plant them and make your way back to a tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, spread the fingers wide. On your inhale, start to drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale, tuck, round, curl, chin towards chest. Inhale through cow. Exhale, cat. Moving on your own, maybe you close the eyes back down. Link your breath to your movements. Add in any other shapes that feel good. Maybe a barrel roll. Maybe you spin the fingers to face back to stretch the wrists and the forearms. Let this be unique to your body today. Inhale to make your way back to a neutral table. Tuck the toes under. On your exhale, send the hips back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out once you get there. Bend right, then left. You can sway the head side to side. Sway the hip side to side. Again, warming up your body in the way that it is calling you to. And then walk the hands to the back of the mat. Find a ragdoll shape. Knees bent, torso hanging over the thighs. Option to keep the arms down by the sides or hold opposite elbows or interlace the fingers behind the back. I'm going for the interlace. You choose yours. On your inhale, halfway lift if you find that interlace. Exhale to fold and release. Reach the fingers towards the top of the mat. Try to press the heels of the hands to touch, so the bottom part of the hand right near the wrist. It's okay if that is not a reality today, but that's what we're working towards here, giving us a deeper stretch in the front of the shoulders, the chest. And then gently release the fingers to the mat. Walk the hands all the way back out to a shorter down dog. Keep your right hand planted. Slide your left hand to your ankle, shin, heel. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, twist and look underneath your right shoulder. Release left hand back to the mat, switching sides. Right hand to shin, ankle, or heel. Take a deep breath in. Breath out to twist and look underneath your left shoulder. Releasing back to your down dog. Maybe walk your hands out one more step. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale to sweep your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale to step right foot forward in between the hands. On your inhale, sweep the right arm forward. and then up to a twist. Grounded through the left hand, deep bend in the right knee. Take a big breath in. Stay for the breath out. We'll find a dynamic flow here. Take one more deep breath in. On the breath out, start to reach the right hand towards the back of the mat as you straighten through the right leg. Modified pyramid, left heel stays lifted. Inhale to bend into the right knee, reach the right arm forward, and then up to the sky. Rotate the chest to your twist. Exhale to fold over the right leg and release. Couple more times like that. Find a rhythm with your breath. Opening up through your right shoulder, right hip, hamstring, left hip flexor. Beautiful. Holding your modified pyramid the next time you're there. You can find a halfway lift, lengthen the spine, keep the left heel popped. Exhale to fold over the right leg. Enjoying this back body stretch. On your next inhale, start to gaze forward, bend into the right knee, and then take the left knee to the mat, untuck the toes. On your inhale, sweep arms up to the sky, find your low lunge. Exhale to sink low into the hips. Take one more deep breath in. On the breath out, left arm underneath right eagle arms. Press the palms together or back of the hands touch. Squeeze the inner thighs together. If you need more stability, you can tuck the back toes under. Continue to drop the hips. On your inhale, start to lift the elbows. Find a baby back bend. Really maximizing the stretch in the front of the left leg now. Opening up through the back body as well. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale to come back to neutral with the spine. Release the arms and then plant them on the inside of the right foot. Take the left foot out towards the left, baby side angle. Right hand can stay at the inside of the right foot as you sweep your left arm up to the sky, or if that is too much on your inner thigh and hip, right forearm to right thigh. Deep bend in the right knee and then start to reach your left arm overhead, making this a side body stretch. Continue to open the chest to the sky. And use your right arm to press your right knee out and deepen the stretch in the inner thigh. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. On your inhale, start to windmill up and around towards the back of the mat. Straighten the right leg as you go and parallel the foot to the front of the mat. Left hand lands, right arm sweeps by the ear, modified side plank. Take a big breath in, maximize the stretch in the right side body now. On your exhale, plant the right hand at the back of the mat. Rotate the left foot to the right. Find your pigeon. Untuck the right toes, coming down onto your left hip. Flex the left toes, lifting torso up to the sky. Find a little bit of a back bend. On your exhale, start to fold over your left leg. Maybe lowering the head, maybe grabbing a block or a pillow. You could also place a block underneath your hip if it feels really far away from the mat. On your next inhale, start to press back up onto your hands. Exhale to roll onto your left hip and sweep your right leg forward. Left foot to right inner thigh. Right hand reaches down towards the right foot. We'll find a revolved Janu, opening up through left side body. So left arm lifts up to the sky and then over towards the right foot. Option to stay right here. If you would like more, you can take the right arm to the inside of the right leg, spin the palm to face up, and then grab for the inside of the right foot. Maybe at that point, you can reach your left hand down to your right foot while keeping your chest broad and open, avoiding rolling forward. Left foot is at right inner thigh. Big side body stretch. It should feel pretty good. Beautiful. Next, inhale, come on up, plant the left hand. Exhale, push the hips forward. Find a back bend. Squeezing shoulder blades together behind you, pressing the heart forward and up. And then gently release all the way back down. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here and a deep breath out. On your next inhale, start to roll forward to a high plank, one vertebra at a time. On your exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Untuck the toes. Take the fingers wide. Come onto tented fingertips. Push into the hands. Inhale to lift the heart. Squeezing shoulder blades together. On your exhale, dip your right shoulder as you gaze to the left. Inhale, lift through center. Exhale, left shoulder down, gaze to the right. Inhale, lift back through center. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck the toe or tuck the toes under. Inhale, press up, high plank, hands underneath shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, lift left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, step left foot forward in between the hands. Right knee lands, untuck the toes. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step left foot forward. Right hand lands. Inhale, start to sweep left arm up and then open to find your twist. Keep the hips square here and a deep bend in the left knee. Breathe in to lengthen the spine. Breathe out, can you twist deeper? Let's find that flow. Take a breath in to prepare. On your breath out, swing the left arm back, straighten through the left leg, and then fold, modified pyramid. Inhale, sweep left arm forward, bend into the left knee, open to your twist, and then exhale, reach back and fold. Couple more times on your own. Again, letting this feel good. Moving at your own rhythm. Maybe closing the eyes. And continuing to stay present for every sensation that is going on in the body. One more. Beautiful. Find a fold over the left leg. Keep the right heel popped, hips square, hands on the mat. You can come onto fingertips if you need more space. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, maybe fold a little bit deeper. Press through all four corners of your left foot. Let the head hang heavy. Soft bend in the left knee. And then start to find a halfway lift in the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to bend the right knee. Bend the left knee. Untuck the toes on your inhale. Low lunge. Sweep the fingers up to the sky once you arrive. Find your depth. So getting low in the hips, squeezing the inner thighs together to stay lifted and elevated. Breathe in. On your breath out, right arm underneath left eagle arms. Squeezing the arms together to open through your upper back, and then start to draw the elbows up to the sky. Maybe start to lean back, deepening the stretch in the front of the right leg. Finding a balance between effort and ease in this shape. If you feel super wobbly, tucking the back toes. On your inhale, come on back through center. Release the arms, plant them on the inside of the left foot. Turn right foot towards the left. Modified side angle, right knee stays down, left knee is deeply bent, and then open towards the right. Deep bend in the left knee. Once you're there, right arm sweeps by the ear. Again, option left elbow to left thigh. Sending a side body stretch, inner thigh stretch. Opening the chest towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, start to windmill up and around, back to the top of the mat. Left foot parallel to the back of the mat, right hand lands, left arm sweeps by the ear. Enjoy the side body stretch for a moment. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, plant the left hand and then spiral right foot over to the left for pigeon. Flex the toes, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower over your right leg, folding. Hanging out here for a few breaths, opening through your right hip. On your next inhale, start to press up onto your hands. Exhale, lean over to the right. Swing your left leg forward. Right foot to left inner thigh this time. Left hand sweeps down the left leg. Right arm up to the sky and start to find your side bend. If you would like to go deeper, left palm faces up to grab the left foot. And then lean all the way over. Right hand to left toes. Again, only doing this if you can keep the chest open in this shape. Breathing in and breathing out. On your inhale, windmill up and around, plant the right hand. Exhale, push the hips forward, lifting the heart, finding a back bend. And then release all the way back down. Cross the ankles, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to shift forward, high plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. From here, untuck the toes, take the arms wide. Hands out in line with the shoulders. Start to bend into the right knee. Take a big breath in. On the breath out, right foot over to the left. Gaze to the right. So right foot is landed at the left edge of the mat. Just an option. If it isn't, that's okay as well. Right arm stays out, or you can lift it up and then take a bind with the right foot. Kicking a foot into hand, deepening the stretch in the left side of the chest and also bringing it into the right quad and hip flexor. And then when you're ready, gently release. Use your right hand like a brake. Come all the way down onto the belly, switching sides. Right arm out, bend into the left knee, breathe in. Breathe out. Left foot over to the right. Opening through the right shoulder. Maybe you stay here or lift left arm up. Take it to the left foot. Find your quad stretch. Gently release. Use your left hand like a brake. Come all the way down onto the belly. From here, we'll just roll onto our back body. So coming into a supine position. Walk the feet in and then start to pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Find a happy baby for a moment. Soles of the feet to the sky, knees wide. Maybe rock side to side, maybe stay still, maybe straighten one leg at a time. What is calling your name in this shape? A moment to open the hips and stabilize the spine. Option to stay right here or come into shoulder stand. Pull the knees back into the chest. Arms come down by the sides and then straighten the legs. From here, start to push back into your plow shape first. So legs go long. Maybe you bend the knees for less of a stretch on the back. Once you're there, you put the hands on the low back and then you can straighten the legs up to the sky. Think one long line of energy from your shoulders to your toes. You could also take waterfall if you have a block and shoulder stand. It doesn't really work for you right now. Placing your hips on that block. If you are in shoulder stand, keep integrity in the legs. Muscles engaged. Gaze soft. Chin gently away from the chest. And then when you're ready to come back to your plow, you can bend the knees or lower the legs straight behind you. Tuck the toes under. Once you get there, interlace the fingers and find one more stretch for the back body. Should feel pretty good in the upper back. If there's any pain in the lumbar spine, gently come out of it. You could also try bending the knees and placing them on the forehead. And then release the fingers, hands like brakes. Use them to come all the way down onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest one final time. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, drop the knees over to the left, gaze to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to move through center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right, gaze to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to move back through center. Exhale, Shavasana. Feet together, knees wide. You could also go Supta Baddha Konasana. Or you can go to the full version like we started class in. Once you're there, find that heaviness in the body once again. And allow your breath to start to return to its natural rhythm. So letting go of ujjayi, letting go of controlled breath, and dropping into simply being in this moment. If the mind wanders, gently bring it back, finding your breath once again. Take a slow, deep breath in and a slow, deep breath out. Hugging the knees into the chest, or maybe wiggling fingers and toes if the legs are long. Eventually meeting knees in towards the chest, and then roll over onto one side to press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sit up tall when you arrive. Close the eyes back down if they opened along the way. Collect the hands at the heart center. Press palm to palm, fingertip to fingertip. Finding a final moment to simply be here on your mat. And as always, can you call in a feeling of gratitude for showing up and doing something for you today? Let's take one more full deep breath in together. And exhale, sigh, let it go. Blink the eyes open. Great work. I hope you are feeling amazing after that class. Please let me know down below if you did enjoy it, what classes you would like to see more of. And like I said before, if you'd like to join me in Baja, it's going to be honestly the best trip ever. I'm so excited. The link is down below, and same goes for my app. If you would like to try a 7-day free trial, the link is down there. All right, I will see you in my next video.